All right, welcome back everybody to another episode of now Teslafy Full Self Parking Edition. Well, not quite full self parking, but I'm going to show you how to use Autopark like a pro. I've gone through testing and I think I have figured out the formula to make it work for you. Now, whether you choose to use it is up to you or not. I will give you some pros and cons to it here as well, but we're going to take a look at that. But first off, I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much for doing so. I really appreciate it. It's a labor of love. I use my free time, and it's you guys that keep me going. But I do want to shout out some of my most recent subscribers. If you want to be shout out in my next video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to give me some tips on pronunciation, that would be awesome. So I will do my best to shout out John F, Abuve, Shada FC, Up and Fly, Rohit P, Ahmed E, Channel 323, Martin G, Adam A, and Srinivasa. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all so much for subscribing. Really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get in to do some auto parking. The first mistake you can make is going above about 5 miles an hour, 5 to 8 miles an hour. Like, it seems like we're going really slow, but it's too fast for Autopark. The other thing you need to know is that you can't be in the middle of a parking lane. You have to really be biased to one side or the other for it to work. So those are the two main things you need to know. Not above 5 miles an hour, and don't be too far away from the side that you want to park on. All right, so we got the vehicle there. And again, vehicle with reference is good. Got a little bit of a curb on this side, so it's going to do a quick 3-point. That's the one thing I have noticed, is that it likes to do these 3-point turns. I believe in previous versions I used to be able to do it where you could almost pull out at an angle, so you could almost help line it up. So this was a really good job. We're at a decent closeness to the other car. You know, I probably wouldn't pick this spot normally, but it's all right. All right, let's try another one. Plenty of opportunity here. Shift into reverse, start. Traffic behind us, and they're just gonna go the other way, so that's good. All right, so we're gonna probably be able to nail this one without having to do a 3-point turn, which is really nice. All right, so that was good. Again, I think the system is a little bit easier when it has a reference vehicle to work with. All right, let's give one more. And just so we're perfectly clear, it will only do perpendicular and parallel parking. It won't do angled parking. Okay, so I think we probably got an empty spot here. We'll go ahead and shift into reverse, hit start. Hands off the pedal, hands off the wheels. Yep, so it's going to use this empty spot. And it's going to do a 3-point as well. So the next one we're going to attempt is we'll do a right side, or sorry, a driver's side park, which is a little bit more awkward, but it's possible. All right. So park complete. That's pretty good. We're straight. We're still definitely within the lines, but maybe a little bit close on the left side. Okay, let's see if we can get this driver's side park to work. All right, so here again, we got to get to the left side pretty good. We got to roll past a spot that it thinks, there we go. So now see the P is on the left side. And I'm not sure that's the angle that we're at, but we'll give it a go. It'd be really nice if in the future there was some level of guidance on the screen as far as like, hey, maybe for optimal parking, you pull forward a little bit so we can get it in one go. That would be kind of a nice guidance thing. Or heck, even better, right? Autopilot and just park your damn self, right? Pull into the lot, it'll find its own spot and just park. All right. So there is parking on the driver's side as well. Again, 2 tips to keep in mind. No more than 5 miles an hour. And then you need to be probably closer to the parking space side that you want to be in. So right side, driver's side, you want to be, you know, within pretty close distance to that side to park. And same thing on the driver's side. You're going to have to bias over to that left side. You can't be in the middle of the parking lanes. All right, let's go check out some parallel parking, which I happen to find a little bit more useful. We're going to attempt to parallel park here. Again, the idea is that you need a reference car in front, and you're going to pull about a hood length in front of the car, maybe a little bit more. And again, you need to be pretty close to the car, and I might be not only too far, but probably not close enough. So let's just back up here. All right, so we need to be pretty close to the reference car. And again, you do need to have the reference car in front of you. You're gonna pull up about a hood length. You get the P, shift into R, and go ahead and park. Luckily, that car was okay with going around us. And I do watch that camera because it does like to get pretty close to the curb. It does a pretty great job, to be honest. It will pull in pretty tight. So, you know, that's a really great job. I would personally be one of those types to not pull in as far, but as you can see, we're nice and close to the curb. We don't have really much to worry about as far as here. We got nobody behind us. We'll be able to nice and back out easy. Won't have to worry about scratching the Uber turbines, but did a really good job. And again, the main tip here for parallel parking is you need to be pretty dang close to that car, that reference car. And again, it needs to be in front of you. You're going to pull up about a hood length in front and then wait for that P to show up. Or hopefully it will show up by the time you have pulled into the correct length in front of the car. So it does those really quick, and I think the parallel parking is more useful and quicker than the perpendicular parking. So unfortunately, it does not work for empty spaces like this. Now, of course, it doesn't make sense to do empty space parking, really, right? Because we can just pull head in. But I just wanted to show for sure that it's not going to see this as a parking spot. It needs that reference vehicle in order to parallel park. So let's try one more parallel park and see if we can get another really good shot of that. All right, we've got our next spot here. And again, we're gonna get maybe uncomfortably close to the vehicle that we want to park behind, right? And there we go. So not quite a hood length here, but enough for the car to have some room to maneuver in front. And always just watch it. That's really close to the curb this time, but it did it, right? Oh, we're gonna pull forward just a little bit. That's great. Okay. So again, I think parallel parking is the best feature. I have heard of people having some issues with it, in maybe even curbing the rims, which really sucks, right? But watch it closely, and by and large, especially if you've got a good curb height, I think that could be a part of the key for this feature to work well. Some places with maybe lower curbs could be causing that issue. But as you can see, it works really well. It's actually pretty dang quick, and it does a good job. We're definitely within the parking spot. It didn't take too long, and we fit in quite well. All right, so that will do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Here's a quick recap for Autopark tips. Number 1, perpendicular parking. You want to stay really close to the side you want to park in, whether that is the driver's side perpendicular parking on the left or the passenger side on the right. You're going to go a little bit more uncomfortably close than you would think. The P will show up on the bottom right, no more than 5 miles per hour. You're going to go past the spot that you're going to eventually park in, and then of course you will see the P and it will give you indication as to go. For parallel parking, you're going to go past the vehicle that you want to park in. Again, you do need to be pretty close to that on the passenger side. It's about a hood length, but if you've got a longer car like the one in front of me here, it won't have you go quite that far. And again, no more than 5 miles an hour, but hopefully you'll be going that slow anyway. So those are my tips. Did they work for you? Did you have a success using these tips? Let me know down in the comments. And of course, thank you so much for watching again. Hope to see you all at the next video, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.